Hello, this is Patrick with Royas, and today I'll be teaching you how to make the Unity GetComponent system in Godot. So first off, I just have a regular scene here, and so if you want to do like a GetComponent system, like one of the ways you can structure your code is like having nodes underneath. Say you've got a player, so you could have like a node for their health, and then you could have a node for their armor, and like a node for their weapon, right? And then that way, if you like had an enemy, the enemy could be reusing like all of these nodes, and you would have your player script specific, but these would be generic. And like the current way you would get those is through the get node system, and you would have to be using like strings to search for things. And so if you change like names and stuff, it could get a little bit messy. Whereas if you use a get component system, it just would automatically get the correct type. So to do that, we'll go down here, we'll go new script, we'll make a C# script, we'll call this component system, and we will open this up. We'll get rid of this using system and use Godot collections here. We'll change this, we'll get rid of this deriving from node, we'll make this a static class, and then we'll make a function called public static, and then we'll take or return a type of T, which will be a generic type, and we'll say get component. In these angled braces, we'll take in a type of T here, and that's once again a generic type, so we'll define that at runtime, and we'll take in a parameter of node, or an argument of node. So first thing we'll want to do is we'll check to see if like the root node that we took in matches this type. So we'll say if node is T, return node. But now it's going to say that there's an error here, and it'll say that we can't convert it. So what we got to do is we've got to convert this to an object, and then we can cast the object to the type T. And that way we will just return that node. Now, if we want to just get the first layer underneath, so like the player, say we pass in this player node, we would also want to check to see if it's these nodes underneath it are what we want. So we would do array, and we'll of type node take in there, and we'll say child or children nodes is equal to node dot get children. Now we'll loop through these and see if any one of them matches. So we'll go for and child or children nodes dot count. So we'll loop through all of them, and then we'll say if child or children nodes I is T, just like we did up here, then we will return the children node I. Children nodes I, and we'll have to do the same thing that we did here, is cast it to an object and then return it as type T. And so basically that's all we need to do, but we'll need to return null here at the bottom. So return null, and we got to do the same thing here as well, is cast it to a regular object and then return it as T. And so here we go. We've now got our get component system. So now I'll show you how to use it. So let's go and make a health script. So new script, health, sure. And let's just do a public int HP is equal to 5. Let's do a script for armor and do a public int damage reduction is equal to 2. And then a weapon, we'll do new script, weapon, and then we'll say public int damage is equal to 1. We're tankier than we do more damage. Okay, so now we've got all this set up, and now I'll do my player script. New script, player. So in this script, we will do the public override. Ready? Okay. And so in here, we'll just get our components. So we'll say health is equal to component system dot get component health, and we'll have to pass in this. So we'll pass in our player and we'll get our component health. So now we'll say if health doesn't equal null, then we will gd.print you have, I'm gonna make this a template string. You have health dot HP. Else gd.print you don't have a health component. Okay, so now let's run this. Select current scene, yes. You have 5 HP. Whereas if, say, I move this health component underneath armor, you don't have a health component. And so this makes our code super easy and expandable, and then we get the IntelliSense and we know exactly what we're working with, and we don't have to deal with any strings. So I find this personally super useful in my workflow. Yeah, so I figured I'd share this. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and thank you very much. Bye.